Hi everybody, this is Jen from cookiescupcakesandcardio.com. Today we're going to be making an Oreo Nutella cheesecake. It's got a layer of Oreos, a layer of Nutella, and it's absolutely decadent for a cheesecake. So let's get started. So we're going to be using 12 chopped Oreos. We're going to need 16 ounces of cream cheese, which is equal to 1 pound. 1 cup of Nutella, and you can use store-bought Nutella or you can try the homemade Nutella that we just made. You can also use 2 cups of whipping cream. You're going to need 1/3 of a cup of melted butter. We'll be melting that later. 2 teaspoons of lemon juice, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/3 cup of brown sugar, 1/3 cup of white sugar, and 1.5 cups of graham cracker crumbs. We're going to start out making the crust. So in my bowl I have my graham cracker crumbs, and I'm going to add my cinnamon and my brown sugar, and then just using a spatula or a spoon, just mix those all together until it's nice and smooth. Make sure you get all the clumps of brown sugar out, and you can just press them against the bowl with the back of your spoon or spatula. We have our crumbs and sugar and cinnamon mixed together, so now I'm going to add the melted butter, and then I'm just going to stir that up again until it is all combined. So our butter is added in, and now into a 9-inch round springform pan or a cheesecake pan, we're going to put the crust in there like that. And then using the back of your spoon or your spatula, just tap it down, get a nice even layer, and make sure that you've pressed all the crumbs down right to the edge and through the middle. Now this is going to go into the fridge for probably like half an hour to set. It sets pretty quickly because of the butter that's in there. And the next layer doesn't need to go on top until this layer is set. With the crust in the fridge, we're going to start with the cream cheese in the bowl here, and I have my whisk attachment there. So I'm just going to cream the cream cheese and add the lemon juice. Now that the cream cheese and the lemon juice have come together and the cream cheese is nice and fluffy, we're going to add our 2 cups of whipping cream. Whenever you can find the heaviest cream that you have, that's what I would suggest for a substitution if you don't have whipping cream. So I'm going to whip this until the mixture thickens. So our cream has thickened up, and what I'm going to do now is put it back onto low, and I'm going to add the sugar gradually, and then I'm going to let the mixture whip until it is nice and stiff. So I finished whipping my cheesecake batter here, and it's nice and thick as you can see. And what else I've done is I've divided it into 2 equal portions. So I'm going to put one to the side for right now, and I'm going to put my Oreos into this one, and I'm going to mix it up. I have the Oreos mixed in here, and I've also taken my crust out of the fridge, and it's nice and hard now. So I'm just going to pour this first addition of the cream cheese batter on top of the crust. And then I'm going to take an offset spatula, and I'm just going to smooth this out on top of the crust, and then it's going to go in the fridge again to make sure that it's set completely before we put the second layer on. For the Nutella layer, we're taking half of our batter and we're putting in a full cup of Nutella, and we're just going to mix this until no light streaks remain. Once your Oreo layer is chilled and your Nutella is mixed into your cream cheese, you're going to put the Nutella part directly on top of the Oreo part. So just put that all in there. And then I'm going to be using my offset spatula again. and I'm just going to smooth out the top as best as I can. So you're going to want to put this in the fridge until it's totally set. The best would be overnight, but for minimum, probably like 3 to 4 hours. It just solidifies it really nicely. You can bring it out when it's still soft, but I do think it's a little bit better tasting when it's a little bit harder. So I'm going to do that, and then I will bring it back out and show you the finished cheesecake. So our cheesecake is nice and set, and you can tell that because when you jiggle it, nothing moves, and that means that it's solid. So with the springform pan, all you want to do is just flip the side here, and then it just moves away from the actual pan that you've got left there. And now this part's the only tricky part. I'm just going to lift it up through here and transfer that out. And then what I'm going to do is slice it up so you can see what the inside looks like. And I'll be back to show you that. So there you go, everybody, how to make an Oreo Nutella cheesecake. If you make this, let me know what you think. It definitely ranks up there in one of my favorite cheesecake recipes. So I hope you enjoyed as much as I did. So thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all again next time.